everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all of that good stuff. You're really growing my little channel. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the support and participation. So today we're going to do a friendship read. There's a lot of issues and stuff going on with friendships right now, being as we have Venus in retrograde, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. I think Neptune, let me see if when is Neptune going to retrograde. Later on in the month, on the 23rd, is when Neptune will go into retrograde. Mercury goes into retrograde on the 18th. Lord have mercy. Okay? All these retrograde planets, good Lord. Dismantling a lot of relationships, including friendships. People who you thought were your friends are not. People who you thought were your enemies are actually your friends. People you thought didn't like you are actually your friends. So, people who you never thought you would be friends with, they're gonna be your friends, okay? So people are feeling very lonely right now. They're feeling very hurt and pained because the people who you have been helping, who have been a part of your life and you've been a part of theirs, who you thought knew you, that is not the case, and that was never the case. So there's a lot of hurt and pain going on in the collective right now in terms of your friends. So let's take a look what's going on and what's the message and guidance in terms of friendships, right? All right. Beings of the light and dark, only the ones of highest frequencies of love are called upon and welcomed into this space and into this reading. With the understanding you serve the good of all, and the good of all is what you serve. Thank you for your messages of love, light, and guidance. We give you honor and praise for your service to our highest good. Purify me as a vessel, making the vision plain to those with ears to hear and eyes to see. Thank you for your protection over this reading. Me as a reader, the hearts and minds of those meant to receive it. Selah and Ashe. Thank you. What is the message of love, light, and guidance for friendships? Tell us about friendships. Message and guidance. Thank you. This is a jump card. I'm going to get a jump card from the reading for our Whispers of Healing. Yeah, definitely. First card is number 49. Acceptance. Yeah. Oof. Listen. A lot of you are having trouble with this. You're having trouble accepting that this person who you called your friend, or these people who call themselves your friend, is not and was not. Some of you have been friends with people for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years, only to find out that this person was never your friend. They were only around you or in your energy because they benefited from it. Some of these people were energy vampires. Let's just call it what it is. They were energy vampires. They were sucking on you. Right? Some of them, you've been friends with them for how long and you have nothing to show for the friendship. You're no better than you were when you first met them. It wasn't a fruitful relationship. And you're seeing that now. And it's a bit hard for you to accept. But you just have to accept, for some of you, that it wasn't your fault. You really thought they were your friend. Some of you have a real bond with these people. Or so you thought was a real bond, but it wasn't. You became bonded to them. because of the experiences and memories and all the time that you invested and energy you invested into that relationship. So you didn't want to let it go. But some of you suspected that they weren't your friend, that they were just there. So now you just have to accept the truth of what you are seeing, what you are feeling, what you're experiencing, right? You have to accept it. Some of you don't want to because it's painful, but you have to accept it in order to move on to friendships that are valuable and fruitful. Okay? Yeah, you have a choice to make. At the bottom of the deck, number 39, this is number 3. You have a choice to make. Number 3 is a number of creation. So you have a choice now to create the kind of friendships, camaraderie, and acquaintances that you actually want, that will benefit you as much as it benefits them. Some of you, you have to make a decision to be your own friend first. Make a decision happily. See, she's blowing bubbles. Be happy about the decision that you make to be your own friend, to entertain your own self, to first be a friend to you. Some of you, you have all these friendships, but you're not a friend to yourself. So because you're not a friend to yourself, that energy and the frequency invited these people who weren't your friends. So until you become a friend to yourself, you can't have valuable friendships. You know how you want to be treated because that's how your friend treat yourself, right? Okay. Let's hear what the tarot has to say. I get 4 cards from the tarot. Thank you. What's the message and guidance for friendships? For the collective. What's the message and guidance for friendships? For the collective. Thank you. Give me 4 cards, please. Make it plain. Okay. Yeah. I like that energy right there. Yep. Okay. So first card out, Queen of Swords. The prime bitch herself. Okay. 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. And the King of Staffs. So some of you, I'm laughing. I'll tell you why I'm laughing. Some of you got to work and say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm getting rid of all of these motherfuckers. You didn't even spare, some of you didn't even spare one of them. You cut all of them off. You went into your phone and deleted all of their ass. You went on social media, delete and block their ass. Some of you closed down your social media account and got a new one. Signed up under a new name or some shit. Like you completely cut them out. Why? Because you realized that they were holding up your happiness. They realized that you realized that they were holding up your celebration. They were the energy that was blocking happiness from coming into your life. Some of you realized that you were holding on to them. That is why this energy couldn't come into your life. It wasn't attracted to you because they were blocking it. And you were allowing them to block it by keeping them around. So you cut it for this. You cut them out so you could be happy. So you can have some peace. So you can come back and center yourself. You can recognize yourself in the goddamn mirror again. Like that. But it made you a little bit disappointed. You know, you just sunk into a place of sadness by it. Like, sure, you spent all them years with them people. You don't cut them and don't feel nothing. Some of you are not cold-hearted. Some of you are. Some of you are like, fuck them. But some of you it's sad, you know, that you had to cut them out. It made you a little bit emotional, you know. Some of you, it made you emotionally unstable, knowing that these people weren't your friends and you were good to them. They had no reason to treat you the way they did. And you're all in your feelings about it, you know. But some of you said, you know what, to hell with that. I'm moving on with my dreams. I don't have no distractions. I don't have those people calling me, or you want to go to drinks, or you want to do this. Some of you, they used to call you to drive them up and down. Every little thing they called you for because you were available. You made yourself available to them. Some of you, you put yourself on the back burner, put stuff that you needed to do for yourself on the back burner to go help them. No more of that. You put yourself first. Things that you need to do, you do for yourself first before you do for anybody else. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And it's lined up, hallelujah. It lined up with spiritual order. This was what you needed to do. This is what your spirit required of you to do. Is to cut them people and hold on to yourself, the truth of you. Right? Some of you became even more deeply spiritual. Yeah, you got into spirituality. You became, some of you have a greater relationship with spirit now. You have a most wonderful relationship with your ancestors, with your spirit team, with your angels. You became closer to them once you cut them ass out. Right? And you learn how to guard yourself. Right? You learn how to not let people come so close to you. Sure, you can't help them and whatnot, but you're guarding yourself. You're very protective of you now and your energy now. Like you weren't before, you are now. Okay? And that caused a transformation to happen. You transform from one form to the next. Some of you became a better friend to yourself, a better friend to your families. You became closer to your family. And you got happiness. Yeah. You start moving in faith now. Almost like a childlike faith. Some of you got back your childlikeness. I like it. You got back to yourself. Some of you have a real childlike, fun demeanor, and you got back to that. Where some of you were pessimistic before about doing stuff, you don't have that energy anymore. You have absolute faith in what you're doing. Some of you got a boo. Some of you got a love interest came in because you moved out all the sludge. You got rid of all the bullshit people. All that energy that was holding up your partner. Some of you, your divine match from coming in. Now they're heading towards you. 6, number of balance, home, and harmony. Yeah. It caused your divine partner to now they're coming towards you. Some of you have already met them as a result of you cutting out them people. Right? And it gave you rest, peace. This is sanctuary. Right? And you came out on top, boo. Closed out a cycle and began a new one. A successful cycle in your life. Hallelujah. Blessed be the name of the Lord. I like that energy. That's cool. You know, I like it. Now, no. Now let's get into the earth magic. Let's see what the earth magic has to say. about friendships. Message and guidance. Tell us about friendships. Give us messages and guidance. Thank you. Thank you so much. Why is that in reverse? Oh, let's get into it. Let's give me 2 more cards, please, for this friendship read. Thank you. Give me 2 more cards. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, first card out, fog, veiled, shape-shifting clouds in reverse, Gaia, nurturing, and dreamtime, creation. Like I said, some of you saw some of these people for who they were. Some of you, you may have known that these people who were your so-called friends weren't who they say they are. Some of you knew that these people possibly didn't even like you because you are who you are, because of your energy, right? Some of you may have known this. Others of you didn't have the foggiest idea. But now, the veil is being lifted. The fog is being lifted. You're seeing them for who they are. Some of you have already seen them, right? They can't pretend around you anymore. The face that they were putting on, the mask is coming off. Some of you were wearing the mask. Some of you are these people. Some of you are the fucked up friend, right? And you can no longer hide anymore. You can't hide. You can't shift from one form to the next anymore. You can't cover up anymore, right? And they can't cover up anymore either. So that kind of pretentious energy, or the realization of that pretentious energy, can cause you to neglect yourself, right? So you need nurturing. Some of you really need to go and walk barefoot in the grass. Some of you need to strip butt-ass naked and go jump into a lake or in the ocean, so you can receive that nurturing from the earth, so she can center you back again, you know? She can bring you into a place of harmony with yourself. Because when you're around pretentious people who are pretending to like you and you're giving them energy, they're sucking from you. They're draining you, right? And some of you have not been replenished from that energy. So connecting with the earth, it's a way of speeding up that process. It's more effective. Thank you. It's more effective. It's an effective way of replenishing that energy that you lost. So going into nature right now is a good thing. Hugging a tree right now, it's a good thing, right? Some of you are creators, writers, builders. You write songs, you paint, you do these artistic things. But your dreams are being blocked because you're dealing with this low vibrational energy here. Some of you haven't been able to write. You haven't been able to really do any kind of spiritual work or even create, you know, do the things that you love because you're so disappointed with this energy, you know, the energy of betrayal you're carrying. But the sooner you get to the nurturing, the quicker you can get to creating, right? Bottom of the deck, wind activation. So going into nature, some of you are gonna as a result of you leaving these people behind, you're gonna have spiritual powers that are activated. Shit that you didn't even know you could do is gonna be activated right now. Those spiritual powers like the clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance is gonna come online. It's gonna be activated. Some of you have been friends with these people since you were a child, so you don't know that you have these giftings. But the second you get rid of that childhood friend or that so-called friend, your powers will come online. Some of you may even be working with dragons and fairies. You're going to realize that you have a connection to these otherworldly beings. Okay? They're holding up a lot of shit, huh? They're really holding them. Whew. Careful who your friends are, okay? Careful who you call friend. A lot of you are gonna be very skeptical of people, but just be careful who you. Don't be so quick to call people your friend. That's some shit I had to learn the hard goddamn way. Don't be so quick. Friend is something, is a title that you have to really earn that title. A friend is somebody who gives as much as they receive. They don't receive more than they give. Okay, what's the message and guidance for friendship? Message and guidance for friendships. Thank you. Okay. I ask for 5 and get 4. I ask for 4 and get 5. Alright, cool. This number 6 otter spirit is in reverse. You are never alone. Next card. 10 was down to our wands. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter. 62, number 8, turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Number 5, 14, chameleon spirit, act as if. And number 9, skunk spirit, know your worth. Now, why is this in reverse here? You are never alone. Some of you are still holding on to them people. You know you need to get rid of them, but you don't want to be alone. You know those people aren't your friends, but you would rather be around people who aren't your friends, who you know are not your friends, than be alone. And that's very dangerous energy. This is why this card was in upright. The next card, frog spirit, clear out the clutter. Clear out the clutter. You're cluttering your life up even more. The more time you spend around these people, the more their energy will fog up your life. They'll fog up your life. You can't see the end from the beginning. You can't see your head from your ass, okay? So you have to clear out them people. And that requires that you be alone for a little while so you can connect with yourself. And by connecting with yourself and being your own friend, you invite friends in. Like, remember what I said about not being so quick to calling people your friends? Just watch and listen to them. Don't be in a rush to have a friend. You are your own friend. You are your own friend. You don't need to run into nobody to be your friend. Just be cool about it. Be slow and steady. Okay? And act as if you already have friends. Be the type of friend that you would be to these good people that are coming to your life. Be that to yourself. Act as if you are. Act as if your soul tribe, your spiritual friends, you've already met them. Act like that. Know your worth is in reverse. Why is knowing your worth in reverse? Well, some of you really don't know how loved you are, how absolutely fantastic and amazing person, human energy that you are. You have no idea. You think you're as mediocre as them people. You're not. Know your worth. By knowing your worth, that is how you can spend time. You can release them people. By knowing your worth, you can release them people. And you're comfortable with being by yourself. You're comfortable with not having a whole bunch of clutter in your life. Means these cluttering energies, you don't have them in your life anymore. Because you know your worth now. Get this like this, so you know your worth. Right? You're a light. You are a light. And these backstabbing people saw that you were a light. And they attached themselves to you to put out your light. They don't want you to discover your light so you can let it shine. So you can be as proud as this peacock. So you can be as, they're showy, but peacocks are very show off, They don't want you to do that. Because that would mean that they have to rise to the occasion to meet you. They also have to discover their light. And that's too much work for their ass. So they'd rather dim yours so they can be comfortable around you. Enough of that. Now, let's get a drop card from the Power of Surrender cards. Drop cards and the message. Okay. What is the card of surrender? What does my people need to surrender? Thank you. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. What did I say? Some of y'all want to please some of these people. You don't want to let them go because you don't want to be by yourself. So you would rather be around them and do whatever they say so you can still have friends. Don't do that. Card says, speak your needs and be true to yourself. Hallelujah. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. My God. Thank you. I'm going to read that again. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. This has been your friendship reading. I don't think I need to say anything else other than that. What's at the bottom? Surrender stubbornness. I'm going to read this. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Lord have mercy, me done. I am done. I'm done. This has been your friendship reading. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. Be safe out there. Love you.